Good afternoon, dear students and esteemed teachers. Welcome you all to the virtual class Sundargarh. Before starting the class, let me introduce myself in front of you. I am Deepak Kumar Senapati from Government High School, Barangakacha. Today, I am going to discuss about one of the most important chapter of your English book, that is time and tense. It is the most important chapters to develop your communication skill as well as translation skill. So in this chapter we will learn about what is time, what is tense, what are the uses of tense, what are the types of tense. So let's go to the smartboard and discuss it in details. So dear students, our topic is time and tense. This is your part 1. Then in this chapter, first of all, we will know what is time. Time is a universal concept. It is a continuous flow which is measured in terms of years, months, days, hours, minutes or seconds. For our convenience, we have divided it broadly into 3 periods. Dear students, as you all know, time is independent, time is universal, it is a continuous flow. For our convenience, we measure it in terms of years, months, days, hours, minutes or seconds. So for our convenience, we have divided it broadly into 3 periods. They are present time, past time and future time. Present time, past time and future time. For example, Amit is playing cricket now. Amit is playing cricket now. Here a time adverb is mentioned here, that is now. Now shows the action is continuing, the action is ongoing at the time of speaking, that is now. Then your next example, Amit played cricket yesterday. Here yesterday, dear students, denotes the past time action. Then Amit is playing cricket tomorrow. Here tomorrow shows the future time action. Then next, let's move to the next slide. The students, it has been seen in your way that straight line figure. The time with us now, the time with us now is called present time. The time before now is called past time. The time after now is called future time. Before now, past time, now, present time, after now, future time. The next, then what is tense? Tense is the form of the verb that is used to express time. Tense is the form of the verb that is used to express time. Dear students, tense is nothing other than the form of the verb. As you know, there are basically 4 types of verb forms. Those are V1, which is called the base form of the verb, or present tense verb. Then V2 form of the verb is called the past tense verb. For example, if I give an example, the base form of verb go, then its past form will be went. Then coming to the V3 form of the verb is used only for present perfect tense and past perfect tense, that is gone. We have already known three forms of a verb: go, went, gone. Go, went, gone. So there are more than two forms, that is V1 plus ing form, which is called the present participle form of the verb, which is used in case of present progressive and past progressive tense. For example, I am going, I am going. Here going is used in present progressive tense. Then you are going, you were going, you were going. Here going is also used for past progressive. So tense is nothing other than the form of the verb. A verb must have a tense to denote time. A verb must have a tense to denote time. Example, father has written a novel. Father has written a novel. Here the tense is present. Here has written present tense, has helping verb, written main verb. Here has is used as helping verb, written is also used as the main verb. Then the next example is father wrote a novel last year. Father wrote a novel last year. Here wrote is the past form of write. Wrote is the past form of write. So here the sentence is in past tense form. The sentence is in past tense form. So how can we know it is a past tense form? So here last year is used. Here last year is used to denote the past tense, past time action of the verb. Then your next slide, tense. As I have already told you that tense is divided into two types. Tense is divided into two types. First one is present tense. First one is present tense. Second one is past tense. First one is present tense. Second one is past tense. Our question is there any tense? Is there any tense except the present and the past? Is there any tense except the present and a past tense? So answer is no. There is no other tense except the present and the past tense, as there is no specific verb form to denote the future. So there is no specific verb form to denote future. So there is no future tense in our English grammar. Let's see it. Here is the explanation. As there is no specific single word verb, is wrongly written. As there is no specific single word verb form to express the future time actions, events or state, so it is said that there is no future tense in English. For example, we shall leave for Puri tomorrow. We shall leave for Puri tomorrow. Here leave for means visit. Here leave for means visit. We shall leave for Puri tomorrow. Here the future time expression or the time adverb tomorrow is used in the sentence. It denotes the future time, but the tense is present. Here the tense is present. Here the tense is present, but time is future. The students, all the future time actions denote the present tense, but the time will be future. Here tomorrow denotes the future time action. Then next slide. Expression of present time. Expression of present time. Present time. In present time action, there are two types two types are included. That is present simple and present progressive. Present simple and present progressive actions are included with the present time action. Then expression of past time action, these are included. First one is the present perfect progressive, past simple, past perfect progressive. Then the last past perfect progressive, past progressive. Present perfect. The present perfect action, the present perfect tense of the verb denotes the past time action. How? The present perfect tense of the verb denotes past time action. How? Dear students, we will learn about it. The present perfect tense of the verb, when we talk about an action or an event that was completed in the past, but the result is in the present. The present perfect tense of the verb is used when we talk about an action or situation which was completed in the past, but the result is in the present. So, as the action was completed in the past, then the time will be past time. As the tense means the form of the verb, so the tense is present. Then present perfect progressive. The present perfect progressive form of the verb, when we talk about an action or a situation which began in the past and still continuing at present and likely to continue in future. The present perfect progressive tense is used when we talk about an action or situation which began in the past and still continuing at present and likely to continue in the future. So, as the action started in the past, then the time will be past. As the tense shows the form of the verb, then the tense will be present. Then your past simple and past progressive and past perfect progressive also includes the past time action. Then your expression of future time. The future time, all the activities, all the actions, events or situation of future time denotes the present tense. All the future time actions are included in the present tense, but the time will be future. Here some adverbs are used, some future expressions are used to express the future time action. For example, tomorrow. If I give you an example, tomorrow is Sunday. If you give an example, tomorrow is Sunday. If I tell you what is time and what is tense here, then your tense will be present and time will be future. Here the future time expression tomorrow is used here to denote the future time, but tense will be present as the verb is. So dear students, expression of a future time includes present simple, present progressive, be going to plus main verb, modal structures shall or will plus main verb, then your shall or will plus be plus v1 plus ing, which we will learn it in the next class. Then your shall or will plus have plus v3. v3 means the third form of the main verb. So expression of future time, present simple is also included, present simple in future time is used when we talk about a fixed plan or as a part of the fixed timetable, then present simple is used. For example, the school opens, next week. The school opens next week. Here the time expression of future time is next week. But in this sentence, present simple tense is used as it is a fixed program, it is a fixed timetable in the future. So here opens is used with the future time. Then your present progressive tense. The present progressive tense in future time is used when we talk about a planned arrangement, planned program in the future. When you talk about a planned program in the future, we can change it. The changeness is at our hand. For example, I am going to Puri tomorrow. I am going to Puri tomorrow. Here the future time expression is tomorrow. Tomorrow is used in the sentence. The tense is present progressive tense, subject plus helping verb am, I plus am plus V1 plus ing going is used. I am going to Puri tomorrow. So in this case, in this sentence, here tense is present but time will be future. So let's move to the next slide. Present tense. Present, as we have already known, there are two types of tense. First one is present tense and second one is past tense. And there is no future tense in our English grammar, as there is no specific single word verb form to denote the future time action. So present tense of the verb refers to the present time action. Then let's move to the kinds of present tense. Each tense is divided into four types. So present tense has also four forms. The first one is simple present tense or present simple. Then your present continuous or progressive tense. Then the third one is present perfect tense, and the last one is present perfect progressive or continuous tense. Then let's see the structure of the present simple tense. What is the structure of present simple tense? Here is the structure of present simple tense. Structure is subject, the student subject plus V1 form of the main verb. V1 form of the main verb. For example, go. Go is the base form. S or es in case of third person singular number. If the students, according to the subject verb agreement, if the subject becomes the singular, then your verb will be singular. If the subject becomes the plural, then your verb will be plural. So according to the subject verb agreement, s or es will be added in case of third person singular number. For example, I or you or we or they, these are the plural numbers. So go is used to denote the present simple tense. Go to school. He, she, it, my friend, these are the third person singular number. So verb is goes. Goes is used with the them to school. Then if you turn into question, if we turn this sentence into question form, then what are the auxiliaries? What are the auxiliaries we can use? Then the two auxiliaries. Then two auxiliaries are used to make the sentences into questions and a negative. In present simple tense, there are two auxiliaries are used to make the sentence into question and negative form. These are do and does. Do and does. Dear students, do is used. Do is used in case of a plural number, plural subject. If the subject becomes plural, then do is used. Then does. If the subject becomes singular, then does is used to make into question or a negative. For example, do you or we or they go to school? Does he or she or my friend or it go to school? Remember student, if we use does, which is a question form, then s or es is not added with the verb. Then s or es is not added with the verb. If we in a declarative sentence, affirmative sentence, here s is added with the third person singular. When we make it in negative or interrogative, then s or es is omitted from the sentence. Then negative is I or we or you or they do not go to school. Then he, she, it, my friend does not go to school. As we all know, dear students, not is added only with the auxiliary verb. Here is auxiliary do or does. So do or does is added with not. Then let's move to the next slide. Use of present simple tense. Dear students, a present simple tense is used to express habitual action. To express habitual action. So what is habitual action? Habitual action means the action which we do again and again as a habit. In this type of sentence, we can use some adverbs like always, often, usually, sometimes, never, etc. with this tense to denote present simple tense. For example, I go to school every day. Here every day is used to denote present simple, because I go to school every day. It is a habitual action. I can do it again and again every day. Uncle often comes to our house. Uncle often comes to our house. Then the next use, to talk about law of nature. Law of nature, general or scientific truth. Law of nature. For example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Here the subject is water. Water is the third person singular. We use the verb boils. Generally, s is added with the verb boil. So water boils. At 100 degrees Celsius. It is a scientific truth. Then light travels faster than sound. Light travels faster than sound. Here travel is added with s to denote present simple tense. The sentence includes scientific truth. So there are many examples we can give. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. It is the example of a law of nature. Then next use to talk about the present or a permanent state. To talk about the present or a permanent state. For example, my uncle lives in Cuttack. My uncle lives in Cuttack. I am hungry. I am the state. Here is the state verb which am. It denotes the state. My uncle lives in Cuttack. Lives in. So the next, to talk about running commentaries of sports events. To talk about running commentaries of sports event. For example, while commentary of sports, present simple tense is used. For example, Bumrah bowls the here present simple the ball to Virat Kohli. Kohli hits the ball into the air. Then Pandya runs to catch and so on. Then your next use to talk about the process of doing something. To talk about the process of doing something. While cooking lunch or dinner, what are the process we will follow? That time we use present simple tense. For example, Lopa breaks an egg and add a salt to it. Breaks an egg and adds salt to it. She puts a pan on the stove. When the pan is hot, he pours the egg into it and makes an omelette. Then, to talk about a planned future action or a planned future action or a future action that take place as a part of the fixed program. The students, I have already told you that present simple is used in future time when we talk about a planned future action as a matter of a fixed timetable. So the Prime Minister arrives here tomorrow. Here the future time expression is tomorrow and the simple present tense is used with the verb. Our school opens next week. Your open is added with the S. Then your next slide. In a formal declaration. In a formal declaration. जोटा आम कहूचे प्ले घोषणा घोषणा कि घोषणा क्षेत्र में आम प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस यूज करिबा. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई बेग योर पार्डन. आई प्रपोज दैट मिस्टर महांती बी सिलेक्टेड चेयरमैन ऑफ village committee. I apologize for my mistake. Here beg, propose, apologize. In this sentence, generally first person is used as it happens at the time of speaking, sudden period of time. Then present simple tense is used in case of if clauses, which you will read in 10th class. The type 0, that is type 0 and type 1 in conditional sentence that denotes scientific truth. If we pour oil on water, it floats. Here present simple tense is used. If we heat iron, it expands. Here present simple tense is used. Then let's move to the present progressive tense. Present progressive tense. The structure is subject. Plus is, am or are, is or am or are plus V1. plus ing form of the main verb. For example, I am going to school. I am going to school. We or you or they are going to school. He or she or it or my friend is going to school. If we make these sentences into question form, then the helping verbs comes first to the sentences. If we turn a declarative sentence in a question form, then the auxiliaries come first to the sentences. Here am is used at the first of the sentence. Am I going to school? Are we or you or they going to school? Is he or she or it is going to school? Then if we turn into negative, then we simply add not with the helping verb. We simply add not with the helping verb. I am not going to school. We, you or they are not going to school. He, she or my friend is not going to school. Then let's see the use of present present progressive tense. The rules: use to talk about an action that is going on at the time of speaking. The first use to talk about an action that is going on at the time of speaking. The students, present progressive tense is used when we talk about an ongoing action at the time of speaking. ପିଲାମାନେ କହିବା ସମୟରେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟେ ଚାଲୁଅଛି ସେ ସ୍ଥଳରେ ଆମେ କ'ଣ କରିବା ନା ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସିଭ ଟେନ୍ସ କୁ ୟୁଜ କରିବା. ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ, ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ରେନିଂ ନାଉ. ଏପରି ସ୍ଥଳରେ ଆମେ କେତେଟା ଆଡଭର୍ବ ଆମେ ୟୁଜ କରିବା. they are now at the moment etc. କହିବା ସମୟରେ ଯଦି କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ଚାଲୁଅଛି ସେ ସମୟରେ ଆମେ present progressive tense को use करिबा. For example, don't disturb the girl, she is reading. Don't disturb the girl, she is reading. We are waiting for the train. The train has not arrived. We are waiting for the train. Then to talk about an action that may not be happening at the time of speaking but happening over a long period around now. Second use, to talk about an action that may not be happening at the time of speaking but happening over a long period around now. ମାନେ ଯେଉଁ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କହିବା ସମୟରେ ଘଟୁ ନଥାଇ ପାରେ କିନ୍ତୁ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ଆରମ୍ଭ ହୋଇଛି ଏବଂ ଏହା খুব কম সময় ମଧ୍ୟରେ ସରିଯିବାର ସମ୍ଭାବନା ଅଛି. ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ, ଆଇ ଆମ୍ ଲୁକିଂ ଫର ଏ ଜବ୍. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜବଟେ ଖୋଜୁଛି. କହିବା ସମୟରେ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ମୋର ଆରମ୍ଭ ହୋଇନି କିନ୍ତୁ ଜବ୍ ଖୋଜିବା କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ମୋର ଆରମ୍ଭ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି. We are building a new house. କହିବା ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ନ୍ୟୁ ହାଉସଟେ ବିଲ୍ଡ କରୁନି, ଆକ୍ସନଟା ଅଲରେଡି ଆରମ୍ଭ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି. ଏ କେସରେ ଆମେ present progressive tense use କରିବା. Smita is acting in a film. Then your next use, to talk about a temporary action. Temporary means अस्थायी कार्य जोड़ाक not permanent. The action which is not permanent, that is called temporary. When we talk about a temporary action, then the present progressive tense is used. For example, he goes to school by bus. This is a permanent habit. But today denotes the temporary. Today, always he goes to school by bus. But today Here today denotes temporary period, temporary action. So here the present progressive tense is used. Today he is going on his bicycle. Today he is going on his bicycle. So when temporary action, in case of temporary action, we can use the present progressive tense. Such way, he is living with us this week because his parents are away. Here he is living. Then Mr. Pradhan teaches English permanent. Then Mr. Pradhan is teaching Odia this week. Here this week is used to denote the temporary action. Then to talk about a changing situation. To talk about a changing situation means file କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ବାରମ୍ବାର ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଉଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଅନିୟମିତ ଭାବରେ, not in a permanent way. The action is changing not a permanent way but is changing again and again. In this case we use the present progressive tense. For example, prices of green vegetables are going up. Prices of vegetables are going up every day. ये सब क्षेत्र पे in this case every day always is used with the present progressive tense. Lifestyle of people is changing very fast. In the next slide, to talk about something unpleasant happening again and again. जो कार्य गुड़ी को बारंबार unpleasant things, बारंबार विरक्तिकर कार्य क्षेत्र रे आमे कौन करिबा ना present progressive tense को आमे यूज करिबा. He is always borrowing my books. My car is always breaking down. Here always and always is used to denote the present progressive tense. Then to talk about a planned future action. I have already told you that present progressive tense is used when we talk about a planned future action. For example, my friend is coming tomorrow. Then the next, non-progressive or stative verbs. So what are the stative verbs? The stative verbs, some verbs that tells us about our feelings, emotions, opinions. These verbs are called the stative verbs. These verbs do not take ing form with them except in special cases. For example, this pen belongs to me. The school committee consists of 5 members. I have a brother. This packet weighs 5 kilo. Let's see the example and types of stative verbs. There is the stative verbs. First, possession. Possession re have, own, possess, belong to, contain, consist. Likes, our dislike re like, dislike, want, love, hate, prefer, etc. Sense of perception re जोड़ा को इंद्रिय अनुभूति जनित क्रिया. See, hear, smell, taste, feel. Dear students, as you know, we have 5 senses. So according to the sense, there are 5 types of verbs: see, hear, smell, taste, feel. Then your thinking. Think includes think, believe, know, opine, understand. There are mental activities: hope, forget, expect, remember. Then appearance, appear, seem, look, resemble. Then other verbs: depend, promise, cost, weigh, measure, deny, refuse. These stative verbs do not take ing form after it. So let's move to the next slide. Present perfect. The structure is subject. Then your has or have. Has is used in case of singular subject. Have is used in case of plural subject. Has or have plus V3 form of the main verb or third form of the main verb. For example, gone, go and gone. Then use to talk about a past which has a present relevance. To talk about a past which has a present relevance. For example, the students ଅତୀତରେ ଗୋଟେ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ସରି ଯାଇଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ତାର ଫଳାଫଳ ଅତୀତରେ ସରି ଯାଇଥିବା କାର୍ଯ୍ୟର ଫଳାଫଳ ଯଦି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସମୟରେ ପ୍ରକାଶ ପାଉଥିବ ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ସେହି କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ ଟେନ୍ସ ୟୁଜ କରିବା. ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ, ଅସୀମା ହାଜ ଲଷ୍ଟ ହର ମୋବାଇଲ. ଅସୀମା ତା ମୋବାଇଲଟିକୁ ହଜାଇ ଦେଇଛି. ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ କ'ଣ? ସି ଇଜ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଲୁକିଂ ଫର ଦ ପେନ୍. ସି ଇଜ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଲୁକିଂ ଫର ଦ ପେନ୍. ସି ହାଜ ନଟ୍ ଫାଉଣ୍ଡ ଇଟ୍. The players have left the ground. Now there is no one in the ground. Then for the living writer or founder, if the writer or the poet is alive, then we use the present perfect tense. Mr. Das has built this temple. Malaya Mishra has given music in the film Divana. Then your newspaper headlines, letters, radio and television reports. For example, the robbers have looted a bank. The radio has announced about a cyclone. Next student, let's move. With the expression this is the first time, or the second time, the only time and the superlative degree. This is the first time or the second time, the only time and the superlative degree. For example, it is the first time. It is the first time. It is the first time Shanti has cooked. Here has cooked denotes the present perfect tense. Father has gone to hospital for a checkup for the second time. This is the best book that I have ever. So the students, with some adverbs like just, never, ever, always, lately, already, yet are also used with the present perfect tense. Then next move to the next slide. The difference between has gone and has been. The student, has gone means someone has gone to a place but he has not returned it. But has been, someone has gone to a place at least once but he has already returned. Then you use since and for. Since and for are used both in present perfect and present perfect progressive tense. Since is used in case of point of time, and for is used in case of period of a time. Pile since I am code use kariba as a point of time thibo. Point since 4 a.m. When did the action start? 4 a.m. Since morning, since 1990. But period of time case re ame kon kariba na for use kariba. For example, for 5 years, for 6 months, for 2 hours, etc. Then your present perfect progressive, the structure subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing form of the main verb. पिला कोड यूज करिबा ना जो कार्यटी अतीत रे आरंभ होइतिला वर्तमान रे चालू अछि, अतीत सहित वर्तमान तार संपर्क अछि, भविष्यत रे मध्य चालिबार संभावना अछि. ए केस रे हम कोन करिबा ना प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट प्रोग्रेसिव यूज करिबा. Then let's move to the next slide. Is the past simple. Past simple structure subject then V2 such as went. V2 of go is went. When we turn it in negative we use did not. When we turn it to interrogative we use did. Here in the sentence did comes first to the sentence. We use the past simple tense to talk about an action that began and ended in the past. जो कार्य पिला अतीत रे आरंभ होई कि अतीत रे शेष होई जाई थिबो. For example, I fell down from the tree. Next, for a completed action that done over long period. अतीत रे बहुत समय धरि कार्यटा आरंभ होई शेष होई थिबो. For example, the English माने ruled India for over 300 years. Then your repeated actions done in the past. जो कार्यटा अतीत रे स्थायी अभ्यास भाव रे ହେଇଥିବ ତାପରେ ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା ନା past simple use କରିବା I walk to school in my childhood. Then with the expression of I wish, please student, this is very important. When there is an expression I wish, then we use always with past simple tense. For example, I wish I had the wings. I had the, here had is used. We often use time adverbials. Past simple ଆମେ yesterday use करिबा past simple ले पहिले जोडी yesterday थिबो तुमे past simple use करिवो last year, last week, ago, this ago. This is wrong. In the past, before the days. In the before today, before today are used in case of past simple tense. It is your question answer session. Your first question, fill in the blanks choosing the correct tense form of the verbs given below. Spring dash after winter. Spring dash after winter. The students, here is the right answer. Comes, your time is getting off, so check it yourself. Your first answer. Every day Hari walks to school on foot, but today, here every day denotes to present simple, but today denotes to temporary present progressive tense. So here is going, he is going by bicycle. Then your next question, I dash my English teacher yesterday. Here yesterday denotes to simple past. Yesterday denotes to simple past. Then so your answer is met. I met. Then you can live in that house. You can live in that house. Here is the present relevance of the past action. Present relevance of the past action. तुमे से हाउस रे आराम से रही परिबो, you can live because we dash the roof completely. जेतु present relevance अछि, here present relevance is shown to you, then you can use present perfect progressive. Your answer is half repaired. Then it has been raining dash 6 a.m. today. Here 6 a.m. denotes point of time. So which one is the correct answer? Since is the correct answer. Next slide. Write the correct tense and time in the following sentences. First question, Radhika has written 3 letters this morning. 3 letters this morning. Here the tense is the present as the verb form has written is mentioned. Let's see. And time is past. Because the action started in the past. India became free in 1947. Here tense is the past, time is also past. Then tomorrow is Sunday. Here tense is the present and time is the future. Let's see. About 300 people have died in Bahanagar train accident. Here tense is the present but time is the past. Then I am going to school. This is an ongoing action at the time of speaking. So here tense is present, time is also present. Dear students, it is your homework. Do it yourself. If you have any doubt, then ask your English teacher of your school without any hesitation. I hope you have understood this topic, part 1 or topic of time and tense nicely. So have a nice day. Thank you.